Big old walking tanks. Boom, boom, boom. You always get that opportunity for some heavy metal glory. Really? Really? Really, YouTube?
Can't stop the signal now.
Kind of gotten into some talks here that, quite frankly, they need to be had. They straight up. I know they're not popular things to say, but they need to be said. One thing that I've experienced more and more as the years go by, not only from society in general, but, geekdom, more specifically, just an immense amount of apathy. Immense apathy. So if, hey, it's not my problem. I think that's kind of messed up, but it's not my problem. It doesn't affect me. Wrong answer. Number one, it does affect you, even if you don't realize it. Trust me, I'm going to take it to the bank. Number two, silence is consent. If you're not speaking up, if you're not speaking out, then you are consenting to whatever it is that's bothering you, but can't be bothered to even speak up, let alone do something about it. That's a problem, guys. Big problem. It's time for geekdom and society in general to wake up to that reality. Take one, Mr. Beast, aka Jimmy. He's got this buddy, Chris Tyson. Recently come out as a trainee. He's been on hormone replacement therapy for quite some time. This is Mr. Beast's buddy here. Mr. Beast backs him up 100%. Well, I'm going to talk about it because somebody needs to. Do you know how many kids watch Mr. Beast? A lot of kids. And if you think they're not picking up on things, even like the little things, you'd be wrong. Kids are smarter than the average adult realizes. I remember being a kid. I remember things from my childhood. I remember understanding things, maybe not having a full grasp of certain things, certain aspects of life, but I understood enough. I was able to put pieces together and think about things and wonder about things. Kids are smarter than you think. So when you got people like, say, Jimmy, aka Mr. Beast, biggest YouTuber on the platform, most popular, huge audience of kids and whatnot. I know people who let their kids watch Mr. Beast in real life. I know people in real life. Now we got this situation with Chris. And Mr. Beast backs him up 100%. Which should tell you a great deal about Jimmy, about where his values actually lie. And they do not lie in a good place, guys. But the most shocking thing about the whole thing is the sheer apathy. The lack of righteous indignation, righteous anger. Society's been brainwashed into thinking that righteous anger is somehow a bad thing, somehow a negative. No. It is a necessity. Attempting to ride the fence, attempting to walk down the middle of the road without stepping one way or the other, without hopping off that fence one way or the other for fear of offending someone is just as bad as actively engaging in nefarious activities, in immorality. Why are you having this conversation on Geek Channel? Because being a geek is not just all about fun and games. It's not just about the never-ending, constant, instantaneous dopamine hit. It's about being a geek is about so much more than that. Foundation of being a geek, guys. I'm trying to explain this to you, trying to teach you guys that because too many of you do not understand. It's about good versus evil. Hate to break it to you. When I was a kid growing up, comic books, television, movies. Yeah. We had our stuff that was, comedic. Focus was comedy. But most of the stuff, no. Wrong. It was about drama, action, the human condition. It was not all laughs and giggles. My favorite comic books were pretty serious comic books. They would have their lighthearted moments. They would have their comedic elements here and there. But the core focus was not just to laugh and get that dopamine hit. It was to make you think. It's to make you put yourself in the hero's shoes and against overwhelming odds, against fighting against the bad guys, because you wanted to be the hero. You don't want to be some thug scumbag in GTA stealing cars and shooting police. No. You wanted to be Captain America. You wanted to be Superman. You wanted to be Batman. You wanted to be the good guy who rose above their life situation. Just all the bad stuff that happened to them. Either growing up or at some point in their life, something happened, forced them down an unexpected path, rising above all odds. Discovering who they really were. That's what being a geek is about, guys. Too many of you think that it's all about just cracking jokes and being sarcastic, not taking anything seriously. You got it wrong. You got it completely bass-ackwards there. Honestly, I'm tired of it. Tired of the apathy. Tired of the just people just not taking anything seriously, because all they care about is that dopamine hit. Time to grow up and to wake up. It's time to bring geekdom back to where it used to be and where it should be. It's taking it even higher than it was before. I hate to break it to you guys. Geekdom, there's a great deal of morality involved, having values. And all that's been thrown out the window. The only thing that is preventing it from sliding off the gutter into the abyss altogether, 100%, is the children. It's the only thing stopping that. Somehow, society still has a standard. Even that is a tenuous standard. I witnessed parents allowing their kids to do things that I never would have been allowed to do as a kid. Letting their kids watch stuff that I never would have been allowed to watch as a kid. Letting the internet raise their children. Completely oblivious to the gutter level content that's being fed to their kids. Or if they do know about it, a lot of them don't. They think it's perfectly fine, and that is a huge problem. But apparently there is still a standard somewhere in there. It's deeper than it should be on that slope. Much further down than where it should be. But apparently it is there. Somewhere. Never should have gotten that bad, though. Never. It's time to fix things. It's time to make things right there, guys. Apathy is a no-go here. It's time to pick a side. It's time to take a stand. One way or the other. No more lukewarm. Hot or cold, take your pick. That's your choice. I'm just done with the apathy. You don't get to ride the fence. You don't get to stand on the sidelines with your mouth shut because you don't want to offend anybody. It's not how this works. I've taken my stand. I've chosen my side. And I will not walk it back. Not for anything in the world. And those that try to look down on me for that, got some bad news for you. Your perspective is completely skewed. You are not on the moral pedestal. And for those of you, if you're getting offended by that, if you're all like huffy about it, then I'm probably talking about you. You are in for a rude awakening, let me tell you. That's where things stand right now, you know. And I will not lower that standard for anybody. I've raised a standard for Rebel Squadron, and I will fight for it, and I will abide by it, and I will hold that line till the day I die with my very last breath. And there are too many people that do not understand the truth or the reality of such statements. But they're gonna learn. They stick around long enough. We'll see. Boom, boom, check luck. All right, Gearbox. I think that's enough gun flapping for the time being. Yeah, stuff needs to be said. It does. May not be the popular thing. That's fine. I'm not here to be popular. I'm here to fight the good fight. Do the right thing. As best I can. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like that.
Can't stop the signal now.